Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? Sorry about that. I had to lower me down a little bit. I was a little bit up there in the air. All right, so what's going on, everybody? This is Robert with Guitar Journeys. I am very excited. I got some big stuff coming up this weekend, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So, I hadn't cleared my throat and probably all morning. And then I start talking and it starts doing that. Sorry about that, guys. It's so irritating for me. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure if I'll ever get it fixed. Okay, so. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let me tell you what's going on. Okay, number one, the town that I was born in is about 2 hours away from where I live. I was born in that town. I grew up in a little town outside of that town, about 14 miles away. Okay, whenever you need something, you go to the bigger town, right? So this town is Hutchinson, Hutchinson, Kansas. And that's where you go when you want to get groceries. That's where you go when you want to go shopping. That's where you go when you want to go to the bar or hang out or, whatever. Whatever you want to do, you go. There's not much in the little town I grew up in, so you go to Hutchinson. Okay. When I lived in Colorado, about probably the last 5 years or so of me living in Colorado, my wife and I started going to Hutchinson in October for the car show. So the little town that I grew up in, they have they have a special day. It's called the Frolic, and we would come down. Dang it. We would come down from Colorado. We would go to the Frolic. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning when the parade started. We'd get a funnel cake, maybe a hamburger or something. Then we'd head over to Hutchinson. We'd go to the car show. And we'd spend the night in Hutchinson. And we'd walk all around, look at the cars, and they usually had some bands playing, and then they have they have a lot of stuff going on. They had a movie in the park, Saturday night, and it was great, man. I mean, it was really big. They had people with big barbecues cooking ribs and brisket. And you could just get all kinds of food. There was bands, like 3 or 4 different bands all around. And everything was so good, man, right? And then COVID come along. Okay, when COVID came along, they didn't have the car show. I know they canceled it for 1 year. They might have canceled it for 2 years. I'm not real sure about that. I don't remember exactly how that went. But I know that we missed 2 years. We didn't go down there because we just didn't want to be around that many people. Hey, what's going on? Is that Levy or Levi? Is that it, Levi? What's going on, buddy? So anyways, when we did go back, after they started the car show again, we felt safe. We went back. And it wasn't as big. They only had like one stage with one band. There weren't as many cars. There weren't as many food trucks. And the little Frolic that I was telling you about, it was almost like nothing. There weren't hardly any people at all. Maybe 100 people at the most. What used to be like 400 or 500. So, anyways, we went to the car show. We stayed the weekend, and I don't know if it was that year or the year after, but I took a guitar down there. All I had at the time um, that I could play, you know, out in public was my my acoustic guitar. So I took my acoustic guitar and I took this little speaker right here. That's what I started with, man. And I had a gazebo to set up so that I don't like bugs on me. When I mean, no matter where I'm at, I don't like bugs on me. But especially if I'm playing my guitar and I have my equipment out there, I don't like flies landing on my stuff. Okay, just really gags me, irritates me. Um, it kind of affects the way I'm playing because I just don't like the flies on my stuff. Anyways, um, it was too windy to set up my gazebo, and it was kind of cold. It was kind of drizzly, so I didn't want to sit outside with my guitar very much. But in between, you know, like every once in a while, the sun would come out, and it'd be pretty nice. So I sat out there and I played my acoustic for a while. I had just started using the Moises app. Get out of here. my my dog does that every single time I go on. He comes over here. He wants attention. Um, so I did play. I played up there. There was a little gazebo that somebody had made out of wood, and it was a really old one. And I sat out there and I played, and my wife recorded me. And that was the very beginning of me starting my YouTube channel. Because that was in October. And in December is when I started my YouTube channel and I put my first video on. Okay, so we haven't been back since then. That's 2 years ago. So we missed a year. And this Saturday, we're gonna go down there, and I'm taking two guitars. I'm taking my JBL speaker. I'm taking some pedals, and we are going to hopefully. I don't know that they're forecasting wind. I don't want to set my gazebo up and then be fighting that all day because we did that one day at the lake, and it's just really a big pain in the ass trying to fight with that thing all day. The wind's blowing it, and it keeps wanting to like take off like a, you know, like a sail, like a boat sail. But we're gonna do what we can do, you know. We're gonna go down to the car show in Hutchinson, and this is a real big car show. There's probably a couple of thousand cars there. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe I'm overdoing it. I never counted the cars. Okay, but there's a lot of cars there. I mean, I would have to say at least 1,000. And there's there's motorcycles, there's bicycles. They have lowrider bicycles. They have all kinds of motorcycles. They had some dragsters there the last time we went. One of those rail cars. That's really cool to walk up to that thing, man, and look at it. I was trying to imagine me driving that thing, and I actually was talking to one of the guys that drove it, and he said it's really one hell of a ride. Yeah, I can believe that, man. He said it does about a quarter mile in about 6 seconds. Wow, that's like crazy fast, man. I mean, wow, that's crazy fast. So anyways, okay, all up and down Main Street of Hutchinson, they have big speakers, and they're playing music all day. So my plan is there's a little park about 2 blocks away from Main Street. And so it's a public park. So I should be able to set up there and play. I don't need electricity. So hopefully I can put my gazebo up, but I don't want to fight with that. But I'm going to set next to the sidewalk where people have to walk by that sidewalk in order to get to the car show. I mean, it's not, they don't have to walk down that sidewalk, right? Because there's a lot of sidewalks that they can walk down. But people do walk down that sidewalk. You know, they park their cars, they walk past where I'm going to be to get to the car show. So I've got 2 playlists that I've got a little bit of everything. I got 200 and some songs in that. And then I got another playlist that's kind of more like something that I really like to play, like a little bit of blues mixed with some country and mixed with some oldies, but quite a bit of blues. And yeah, man, I'm just gonna do my thing. So like I told my wife, if no one comes over and says quit playing that damn thing and get out of here, I'm gonna take it as a win, right? I don't expect that people's gonna come up and say anything to me. I'm not expecting that. There, you know, you run into people that are maybe drunk or smart asses that might say something to me. You know, in like the smart ass category. But I'm just gonna ignore them and keep playing. Yeah, you know, you got to put yourself out there in order to get results. You know, I say this, when you're playing at home, you're practicing. That's that, man. I mean, you can play your butt off at home, but you're just practicing. When you go out in front of people and perform, that's when you're playing. Hello, everybody. To Alicia? Did I get your name right? John Jackson, what's up, John? Hello, brother. Do I need a prayer? Heck yeah, man. I could use a couple of prayers. You know that's right. I said it right? Wow. Nice job. So, yeah. Let's see. Today's Thursday. I'm going to just play all day today until my back gets to bothering me. And then I'm going to, a little bit later, I'm going to go out and probably straighten out a few things. I'm doing good. How you doing? I got to get a few things straightened out in the van. I got a full-size cargo van with the bed in there. And I got to put some stuff in there. I got to get some things loaded up. And I got to get some water in the porta potty. We got a little porta potty in case, you know, we need to go to the bathroom. We got all kinds of lunch meat, cheese, and chips. We're going to take our own food. I don't want to get set up and then have to go look for food. I don't want to get all set up and start playing and then get hungry. So we're taking our own food in our own bathroom. That's the only way to roll, man. What else do you need, huh? Right? Food, toilet, music. There you go. But yeah, we're just gonna, I'm hoping to get there by, I would say we got there by noon, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be more like 1 o'clock. We just don't like to get up early around here. Hey, you can use my real name, man. My name is Robert. I got that cough drop stuck in my mouth when I said that. Robert. That's my real name. You can definitely say a prayer for me. I appreciate it. I definitely do. So, I'm not a real religious person. But how hard is guitar to learn? Well, I'm on my 16th year now. And I've still got a long ways to go. I'm in the learning how to solo stage. So it's just different. It's definitely different. I mean, you got to go through all the steps. Hey, all right, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you. So you got to go through all your steps when it comes to playing the guitar. You know, you don't um, you don't want to miss any of the steps. Really, these steps that you're taking from beginner to intermediate or to professional, um, if you don't take those every little step, along the way, then you're gonna have a hard time trying to get where you're going. You have to start out with the very most basics. People don't want to do that. When you tell people you need to learn the chords, the open chords, you need to learn the scales. You need to learn a little bit about music, right? Just read a little bit, study a little bit. That's where people say, no, that's too much. I don't want to do that, man. And when you say you have to practice every day, oh, you miss a day, that's okay, right? You didn't feel good, you missed a day, that's okay. But for the most part, you need to practice every day. Every day. 10 minutes, if that's all you got, that's all you got. But 2 or 3 hours a day is what you really need. You used to play a wind instrument like a flute, because that's cool, man. I love music that has horns in it. But if you played any instrument at all, then you know that it takes a lot of practice. Oh, clarinet, that's cool. I like that. Yep. Man, you can play some good stuff with a clarinet. But yeah, when you decide that you're going to learn how to play, start out with a kind of a cheap instrument. If you, after 3 or 4 months, you say, I don't think I'm interested in learning. It's not really for me. Then you're not out too much money. A couple $100 maybe. If you go 3 or 4 months or a year and you say, man, I'm into this. I'm really addicted to this. You go buy yourself a nicer guitar and then later buy a little bit nicer. And just, there you go, man. But it's one of those things that you're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you put in a lot, you're going to get out a lot. So anyways, let me get back to this weekend. Okay, there has been a lot of years where we went down there and it was raining, like a misty, like a drizzle, and cold, where you had to wear a coat. Not a coat, but a jacket. Okay, a jacket, and it's kind of misty. So the only way I would sit outside is if I was in my gazebo. But when it's windy, it's just, I don't know, man, it's not worth it, Not worth for me to get any of my guitars wet. I'm not gonna, I'm not going there, man. I'm very, very, very picky with my equipment. I don't want anything getting wet. Hey, Sophie, what's up? I remember you. Excuse me, guys. I have something wrong with my throat. And dang it. Every time I start talking, it messes up. It's weird it doesn't do that like when I'm talking to people out on the street or something, but when I'm doing these videos, it does. Or when I'm on the phone, it does. Okay, so, but I know it's irritating to listen to me. I know that's irritating. It is allergies. It is. It's something that I eat. I think, honestly, it's gluten. That's what I think. But, I mean, what the heck can you eat that don't have gluten, right? I just had a bagel a little while ago. And I think that something that, like the gluten in the bread, is what does it. But like last night, Well, I'm drinking coffee with creamer. I don't doubt it if that creamer has gluten in it. Okay, so anyways, yeah. This has been about, ooh, well, this has been about maybe 3 years in the makings of me to do what I'm going to do this weekend. My JBL speaker, it puts out some pretty good volume. And I'm going to play not like too loud, you know. I don't want to bother anybody. But I'm going to play it loud enough to where people can hear me. And yeah, I'm really, I'm not like, I guess I'm not like real super nervous about it, but I'm really anxious to see the reactions that I get from people. Okay, I play at the nursing homes, and I have put on 50 shows so far in a year and a half. Every place that I've been, they loved what I do. I mean, it's kind of crazy. They clap for me every time I quit playing a song. They clap. I've had people whistle, clap. I've had people get up out of their wheelchairs and their walkers and start dancing. So I get really, really super good results at the nursing homes. I mean, one woman told me that when she writes down on the calendar that I'm going to go play, everybody gets real excited. They just love it when I go play. So I'm hoping that I get the same results out in the public, you know, with people, you know, of all ages. I've never played really like I'm going to do this weekend out in the public. But what I want to do with my guitar journey, because I'm on a journey, man. Yeah, yeah. Well, they really do enjoy me playing the music. But what I want to do with the rest of my life and my guitar journey is keep playing at the nursing homes. You know, like I was going to say, I'm not a real religious person, but God asked me or told me to go play at the nursing homes. So that's why I'm playing at the nursing homes, because, you know, it's part of God's plan, right? He's the one that's in charge of what I'm doing. And he put that in my heart and in my mind to go play at nursing homes. But I want to go do street performing. But I want to go to big cities where they have a lot of tourists. And it's crazy because everyone says, oh, you're going to put out a tip jar and all that. And I said, no, I don't want people's money. I'm not going to go to get money. That's not what I'm doing. I guess if people want to start giving me money, I might put something out. Maybe I'll put something out for like gas money. Maybe I'll do that. But really, I'm not doing it for people's money. I'm doing it for me to just to have fun and enjoy myself, and to make videos and then put the videos on YouTube. I do want to make a little money on YouTube, but I'm not in a hurry. I don't want it to mess up my Social Security. So later, I start getting some money on YouTube, that'll be okay. But I'm not too worried about it right now. I got plenty of money. As long as I got plenty of money, I'm just gonna go play and have fun. When you start like getting money from people for playing, that changes everything. I think it was John Cougar. You guys know who John Cougar is? He was a guy from back in the 70s that played. It's almost your sister's birthday. Well, happy birthday, sister. I believe it was John Cougar. he said the only bad thing about going professional and writing music and playing music and touring is that it turned everything into a job. Okay, the thing that he was very passionate about is turned into work, and he said that was the only bad thing about, you know, like going professional, making albums, going, you know, touring. So I don't really want to make what I love into a job, right? But I figure if I'm going to get money, if I'm posting videos on YouTube, people are going to give me money for that, that'll be okay, right? I'll take that money. But I don't want to like charge the nursing homes because that turns everything different. Then I got to call and say, okay, like, you know, I'm going to be in your area. Can I come to your nursing home and play? And then when they say yes, I say, okay, I charge a certain amount of money. And then they're going to say, oh, well, we don't have that kind of money. I'll have to check and see if it's okay, you know, to pay you money. Then the people that agree to pay, I have to send them an invoice. And I have to start a separate checking account. I have to register as a business. It's just a lot of stuff that just takes the joy out of it, you know. So I decided that I'm not going to charge the nursing homes. I'm just going to play there for free. And just, you know what? I'm there for them, the people in the nursing home, to have fun. And I want to have fun too. And I don't want to have to worry about who's paying me, you know. And you can get into some trouble if I'm supposed to be in another state at a certain time and I'm contracted to work to play, and I don't show up, you know, something happens and I don't show up. I don't think a nursing home would take it that far, but they could. They could, you know, sue me, and they could say, yeah, he was scheduled to be here and he didn't come here. I guess I'd have to be like on a contract or something for that, but I don't know. I just don't want to make it into like a job. So, what are you guys doing today? Let's see, what is it? Thursday. How come you guys aren't in school? No school today, guys? No? Oh, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things, okay? So I made a video. Don't laugh at my bald head, all right? When you're old, when you're old, your hair stops growing on the top of your head. That's just one of those things. So I made a video of me doing the porch. I've been out here working on the porch lately. And so the last couple of days, I painted it. I want you to see. Let's see if you guys can see it. Let me see. Came out pretty nice. Yeah. I put some cement there because it was kind of cracked right there. But I got a lot of work to do. See these steps? I'm going to do those next week. But I'm getting there. When you buy an older house, you have to work on it. That's just that. Okay, so. I want to show you guys something else real quick. This here, my son bought me this for Christmas one year. And it's a battery. You charge it up. And then it's got all kinds of, like, see right here, they're like a regular plug-in. And then you can plug in your phones, your tablets. This has a deal like for, it's like a cigarette lighter type deal. And you're supposed to be able to use it for like jumping the battery. Let's see, can you see that? I did try doing that one time and it actually did not work. But that's not what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it to run my pedals. So I don't have to have electricity out there. And yeah. I tried it yesterday and it works really good. My blues driver pedal, when I kicked it on, it took some power out of it. So some pedals use more power than other pedals. But yeah. Oh, also, when I get there Saturday, before I set anything up, my wife and I are going to, we always buy t-shirts when we go. Well, we're going to go up and we're going to buy some t-shirts. And then I'm going to make a video of the car show. I'm going to walk all the way from one end to the other, making a video of the car show. It's probably going to be about an hour long. And then I'll shut that video off. And then I'm going to make some videos of me playing at the car show. And I probably will get some copyright hits on that video, but I'm going to just go for it anyways. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know why YouTube is so strict about playing other people's music. I mean, it's music, it's out there. You know, it's just music. I'm not selling it. I'm not, you know, recording it. But they're strict about it. But yeah. So you guys, if you don't see me at the car show and you want to see some cars, go back to my YouTube page. Like, I'll post that on there that day, Saturday. If I don't post it on Saturday, I'll post it on Sunday, but I more than likely will post it on Saturday. So you guys, yeah. If you're interested in seeing some nice looking cars, check on my YouTube page next week if you don't see me, you know, at the car show. Okay? All right, y'all. I don't want to make my video too terribly long. I know people don't like to watch things that are really super long, right? I mean, even me, when I'm watching a video on YouTube, once it starts getting, you know, past like 20, 30 minutes, I usually fast forward through it or go to the next video. So, with that being said, everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your kindness. And if you've never looked at my YouTube channel, if you've never watched me play my guitar, please go to my YouTube channel and watch me. Check me out. I give her heck, man. I'll tell you that. I give her heck, man. Oh, I can't play that because they'll give me a copyright on that. But I put a video on there this morning. You know, be honest with you, I know what I do isn't like the greatest guitar playing in the world. But like I was telling you earlier about going through steps, you have to go through these steps to get to where you want to go. You know, you can't get to where you want to go if you don't go through the steps. Do I make sense? If you don't go out, you know, when you're learning and play in front of people, then you're not going to learn, you know? You're not going to learn, and you're not going to learn how to play in front of people. Playing in front of people is way, way, way different than playing at home or at someone's house, you know? So it's part of learning. You have to learn how to play in front of people. Okay, guys. I'm Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a nice day. Uh, we got two Sophies. Sophia. Oh no, that's the same Sophia. All right, y'all. You guys take care, and thanks for watching me. I really appreciate it. I'm out.